Don't wait, communicate. That's the message FEMA and the Ad Council are trying to get across this month because September is National Preparedness Month. So the question this morning, are you prepared if disaster strikes? Well, here with more is Helen Lowman. She's the Director of Individual and Community Preparedness Division for FEMA. Good morning to you, Helen.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, trying to get the insight more onto this big campaign because disaster can strike at any time. So how valuable is making an emergency plan?
It's so valuable, and we really want to ask all Americans to just take some time, make some steps, and really create a plan. Sit down with your family and friends and talk about how are we going to reconnect, how are we going to reunite if a disaster strikes.
And that's the big campaign that's going on right now that I mentioned. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so this whole month, we want folks to take the time to prepare for a disaster that might happen in their particular area. Understand what disasters could occur or are most likely to occur where they live and where they work. There are so many things that they can do to prepare for a disaster, and we know that folks that take these steps to prepare are more likely to recover quickly if a disaster happens. So talking to your family and friends is the first step. Another thing that can be done is to download the FEMA app. The FEMA app is available at the Apple iTunes App Store. Also, it's available at Google Play. And this app is really the Swiss Army knife of tools in case of a disaster. It has checklists, it has also it provides notifications for any weather that might occur in your area. It's really a fantastic tool.
And the best part about this app, I was just going to mention, it's available in both English and Spanish as well.
Exactly. That's a great point. I'm glad you mentioned that. It's available in both English and Spanish because we want as many people as possible to be able to access this information.
And I know from some of the video here locally in Vegas, wildfires and flooding always a concern for us, especially during those summer months. So it's really, like you mentioned, those steps that we need to take now to prepare ourselves for what could happen.
Yeah, another thing that we hear from survivors of disasters is that they wish that they had taken the time to put their important documents in a safe place. So documents like insurance, banking information, even social security card and driver's license, types of IDs, those can get lost in a disaster. And survivors tell us that they really wish that they had those documents. So take the time to digitize those or put them in a fire and waterproof safe, something so that those things are safe.
And one quick note, just as we wrap up, is there a website that we can go to for more information about everything that you've talked about this morning?
Yep, Ready.gov is a fantastic resource. It has information on what to do before, during, and after a disaster, and really suggests that everybody goes there.
All right, Helen, thanks so much for joining us this morning and giving us these tips. September, can't believe it's already here. Let's make it a safe one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Helen. Like she mentioned, just go to Ready.gov, or you can also go to Ready.gov/September for more resources on how to prepare if disaster strikes. We'll also have these tips on our website, VegasMorningBlend.com. Right now, Sean and JJ, over to you.
Micah, thank you so much. They're an organization